home and forth. Thank you very much. Great job. It is now 11:15. Busy week for you.
Yeah, busy week. This is always a busy time of year, Russ, with the tropics. The tropics get going, and, a lot of people say, well, who cares about the tropics in Ohio? Well, we have to track those because we can get remnants off of that.
Right.
And obviously, they make national stories as well. So active tropics, heat coming in the forecast, and timing out some thunderstorms, Russ.
I know it's still summer, obviously, but is it unusual to get this kind of heat this late in the summer across nationwide?
It's not. Nationwide, yeah, this is an intense core heat, and it's been persistent all summer. And I think that's one of the biggest things is the fact that it's just been so persistent. We haven't seen it break down in Texas and areas like that. So that part's unusual, but to get heat this late in the season, it's not.
Still summer.
Yeah, but we're also 2 months from something else. So
we don't talk about that.
It changes quickly around here, so let's enjoy this. But again, not a bad summer locally. We have not had that thick heat that they've been dealing out towards the west, and we're not going to tomorrow either. Getting you started tomorrow morning, some lingering haze. We've had some poor air quality, atmospheric smoke, a mix of that, and some ozone's been around. That will be around tomorrow morning as well. We're in the 60s, but notice tomorrow's highs in the 70s. Beautiful day expected. We have really cooled things off. We're in the 60s to near 70s right now. Notice Lake Rod are sitting at 74. The average for this time of year, right at 74. So we're right on par with where we need to be. This is a number that changed. We had dew point readings this afternoon in the mid 70s. You noticed it was thick outside. That has changed. We're still humid, but it's gotten a lot less humid outside as that north wind has kicked in. Weak frontal boundary kind of sagged down to the south. It'll wash out as fronts do this time of year, but at least we'll keep the north wind throughout the day tomorrow. Here's your atmospheric smoke and haze that we've had. This all originated from fires back towards Washington and the Pacific Northwest. Kind of came in last night and took up residence today. But notice what happens with that north breeze. We'll clear it out a little bit tomorrow. Maybe our southern counties still hanging on some haze, but we've got some decent air ahead over the next 2 days. And then it just kind of lingers and kind of comes back in here Wednesday afternoon. Let's talk heat. That core of heat centered right over Missouri right now. You notice the heat all the way up towards areas of Minnesota. Everything goes up and around it. There is not a drop of rain anywhere underneath this. There's so much sinking air. Nothing's rising. Instability is incredible underneath this. If we were to puff some air up, we'd be able to form a severe thunderstorm in seconds, but that's not the case. There's just too much heat to overcome that. Widespread heat alerts. This is dangerous stuff as you get out in the plain states, even Chicago flirting with this over the next couple days. But what we're going to track is not just the remnants of Hillary and all the rain that goes up into Canada. We'll track that moisture around, but where that heat meets the cooler, more stable air that we're going to be in tomorrow, there's a boundary that sets up, and with all this moisture coming in from Hillary, we're likely going to fire some kind of complex of storms Wednesday and then again Thursday that would keep that heat from really coming in. If for some reason we don't see storms, it's going to be hot Wednesday and Thursday. But I have a hunch that we're going to see some storms around here that are going to keep our temperatures not into the mid and upper 90s like some of the models are saying. In terms of humidity, we go down tomorrow, comfortable, right? Wednesday starts comfortable, but by afternoon, we are in the thick air again. And Thursday, we're back under that tropical air mass again. So let's talk rainfall timing. That's the thing that would kind of hinder your plans the most here. Your National Design Mart hour-by-hour forecast. Beautiful start tomorrow. We'll still have some high clouds, but we'll turn sunnier as the day goes on tomorrow. High temperatures comfortable in the 70s. North wind prevails. Wednesday's our day of change. Remember, humidity is going to ramp up. So we'll start comfortable, 50s to near 60 degrees to start. Here comes the first sign that we could have some kind of complex of storms. Models don't have a good handle on timing of these, all right, just from experience. However, most model guidance indicating sometime morning to midday we'll get some kind of decaying complex of storms through here with some rain. That would keep temperatures down. We get a couple hours of rain and clouds, so high temperatures will really peak, it looks like, in the afternoon to evening on Wednesdays. We get up near 80 degrees. Thursday, more of the same. We start in the 70s. Remember that mugginess is with us as we get started Thursday morning. Here's what the models are saying right now. We're getting into fantasy land on the high-res models, but again, it gives us an indication we could have some rain and storms around here Thursday. If we have rain and storms around here for much of the day, we will not hit 90 degrees, folks. We would stay in the 80s, albeit it will be tropical. The heat continues to head down to the southwest as we get into the weekend, so that would be really our only taste of it. Going into the start of September, it looks to be on the cooler side. What's not cool is the tropics. They're hot right now. We've got a brand new tropical depression in the Gulf. That will head into Corpus Christi and Brownsville, Texas over the next 24 hours or so. We've got to watch Tropical Storm Franklin. Here's the remnants of Gert right now and a couple areas to watch out towards Africa. That's where the storms come from. But in terms of peak tropical system, August and September, that's what you can expect. Tropical storm Franklin has interest down towards areas Puerto Rico, Hispaniola. This is going to head north up towards Bermuda. We may be dealing with Tropical Storm Franklin as a hurricane next week with eyes on the East Coast. We'll keep an eye on that. Union Home Mortgage 10-day forecast. We've got it at 89 on Thursday. But again, we have to watch that. If we get storms, we'll be lower than that. Comfortable weekend out ahead of us. Russ?
All right, Matt. Thanks a lot.